Hi everyone, it's JoJo, and I thought I would stop in and show you what that I have, my progress that I've made on working on my junk journal. I am using the kit Garden Fairy by Took's CraftTable. It's a beautiful kit. It's just amazing, and I'll show you those in a moment. I'm using the SVG files from Bella Creativa's Lace mini album, and instead of doing a mini album, I'm going to incorporate them into my junk journal just so I can show you a new way of using them. Katie did the cover for her mini album, and I kind of followed along, and I've done a cover to start my junk journal, and it's not finished, but I'm going to lay it aside. I always try to finish the cover in the very end. I like to get it started so I know how big it's going to be, so then I know what size to cut my SVGs and my pages. But I don't like to finish it until the very last thing, so that way I know. I've changed my mind 100 times, and I can sit and think on it. But I've been gluing the SVGs, the pages to the SVGs, and I've cut them. Now the trick to cutting the pages is getting them to go the way that you know that your SVG is going to go. So I'm going to use this for like a side pocket. These fold over, and it's going to be almost like a tuck spot or a small side pocket. And then this I'm going to use for a pocket, but I want to make sure, and when you cut it out, get in your head at least an idea how you're going to set it up so you can cut your paper in the way that it should be cut to go with it. Katie does excellent videos. I would highly recommend that you watch all the videos to whatever SVG kit that you buy from her, and if you get the Lace mini album, I'd watch all of them, just so that way you know what each piece was actually originally made for, and you watch the way that she sets up the album, so you have no questions when you go in and you cut your pages out. And Took has done such a wonderful job with her kit that, I mean, it just pops. It's just so pretty, and I cannot tell you how much prettier in person this kit is as on a video. My videos just do not do it justice, and I love it so much, so that's why I'm going to try to do a series on it as I put this together. And I have some other plans too for some of her other kits. And see, like, this is going to be, it's not really a pocket, but for what I'm going to use it for, it's going to go in my book this way. So I had to make sure, and I love these two little fairies kissing. I thought that was just too cute. But I want to make sure that, you know, when you go to cut, you want to make sure that your pages are right. When you cut Bella Creativa's, which is Katie, when you cut her SVGs, they're beautiful. They cut perfect. As long as you have the right mat and you're doing the right thing, you'll have no problem with them. Aren't these just pretty? Just the brown edging just makes them pop. And the ideas are just endless. See, I could have this facing this way, or I could decide to use it as a side tuck. And, you know, the page is still perfect. I don't want to put the lace edge down. Now, I used the craft cardstock. So, even though these, they're fragile, but they're not that fragile. If you're careful, they won't bend. So once I get them in the book, they'll be perfect. And Katie put the side flap on these. So when they are in the book and you're going to slide, let me find a paper here, and you're going to slide something behind them, you won't snag. This is just perfectly cut, so you won't snag anything putting your page in. So these are 2 more pages that I've cut for something else. These may be going on my front cover. I'm not sure exactly yet what I'm doing with that front cover. These are going to be more like pockets for the side. Now, I could have turned it this way, but if I would have, then I would have needed to adjust my paper. And there was some that I've got cut and was like, I should have mirrored that, so I had to go back and recut. So have an open mind when you buy the SVGs and you're trying to use a kit. Took's kit was perfect for this because there's just so much of it, you know, and you can print the pages as many times as you want. That's what I like about digitals. But it gave me a chance to kind of play. I learned a lot by cutting these out. I have bought SVG files before, and they have not cut right at all, no matter what I did. And it wasn't me, it was the SVG files. With Bella Creativa, her kits, I have used several of her kits. They are next to perfect. I mean, I won't say next to, they are, I think, perfect. As long as you size them the way that you need and you have that adjusted in your mind and on paper, then, you know, I mean, it's just limitless what you can do with these. I had the fairy here on this one. But these cut out, like I said, I have had no problem. Any problem that I had with these was my fault, honestly. I cannot I cannot brag enough on the way these cut. And like I said, I've done other things with Katie's kits, and they are just, they're perfect. And they're fun because I don't have to fight with them. My fight is with myself and getting the page exactly the way that I want it lined up on the paper. But that was a challenge. It wasn't really a fight. It was a challenge, and I really enjoyed it and had fun with it. See, I've got my fairies. But I could have turned it this way, or even done one upside down. But then I just have to adjust, you know, however, whatever graphic that I use from the kit, I just have to adjust that as I go. And look at these. I love the way these turned out. These will be like belly bands. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get further into the book. I've got some started. I didn't wait, but I will work on it with everyone, so that way you can enjoy it too. It's like a belly band. That pretty. And that is, see if I can get it to adjust. That is a piece of Took's kit, the Garden Fairy, behind it. There was just so many little pictures in the big picture. That makes sense. In the big page, there's just so much that I wanted to capture. I think that the pages are beautiful. They're absolutely amazing. I love Took's work. But whenever you see it, that you can do so much more with it than what an ordinary junk journal. This will be another belly band. So it wouldn't matter. kind of which way that I turned it. You could even have it sideways. So that's what I like about a lot of it. Now this one here, I love the way that I was able to capture this little fairy reaching for the butterfly. I just love that one. And then on this one, I kind of had a happy mistake. I wanted to get this cricket up higher. I wanted more than just his little head. But, you know, I don't know, in the fairy book story, that's kind of like him playing peekaboo. So I thought it was cute and wanted to go ahead and go with it. I could have cut it out different. I made up a lot of scraps doing this because I made my own mistakes, but I captured the fairies for this little corner. So I will surprise myself. I have other pages here that I haven't glued, so I thought that I would go ahead and do some gluing while I'm chatting. I'm just amazed at how cute all this is, and I cannot wait to get my book finished. Can't wait to really start it. This is going to be, and it has been fun. I sat here and I kept going at it, and you know, there's a lot to putting together a book if you cut out SVG files and you sit and think about it. I was going to do the mini album, I really was, but I figured, you know, Katie's already done a video on it. She's done a beautiful video. Very easy to follow along. But these are going to go into my junk journal. So I thought that I would do things different. So it's not just like what Katie did. Now on this one here, I wasn't going to tell you, but I made a little bit of a mistake. But I'm going to go with it because I'm going to add some more things to it. It didn't turn out the way that I wanted to, but it's okay. When I cut, I wanted to be able to show you. I wanted this fairy down further so it didn't cut her head off. But that's my mistake. But I got this little fairy's face. So I was okay with it. So I'll probably cover this one with a cluster, an embellishment, or something. But I did get the butterflies. So I was happy with that. And I was happy with the little, it looks like she's playing peekaboo again, you know, like the little cricket. It's not always easy to get it just like you would want it to be. Because these pages are just filled with so much. I think I'm going to turn this one backwards. So I'll go back through and re-ink my edges. And it doesn't matter which way I have it going because this is a straight edge page. Now if it was with the lace, it would make a difference. So I'll show you here in just a moment. Let me get this inked up. Or, sorry, not inked up. I was thinking ink because I need to re-ink this piece. And I did the inking off camera because I know that everybody pretty much knows how to ink. I may do a video on that for the newbies though. But see how it didn't matter because she's still down here and she's still the way that she's supposed to be. But if I decided that I wanted to fold this one different, the way that I cut it, it would just it wouldn't work. So that's something that when you cut, I can't emphasize enough. Just kind of watch what you're doing. Remember to change things around a little bit. If you watch Katie's videos, she gives you more hints and tips. And for those of you who do not have a cutting machine, not for this kit, but for other kits, she has PDF files, so that way you can use for templates to cut out and make the product or the book, or you know, you can use the files and make templates. So I think that's awesome. That kind of opens up a whole new world whenever you want to do some of these. I just have a little bowl up here that I put my clips in, and when I go through and I cut, I always put a clip on it, even though I can go back through and I can tell which page I need for where. It's just easier for me if I go ahead and use a clip. I bought extra ones just for that. Whenever I do, when I cut out kits, if I know exactly what I'm going to do with something, or I have an idea and I'm like, okay, I want to keep these pages together, then I clip them so that way they're together and I remember what I was going to do when I'm finished. If not, age factor, I forget, I get confused. My friend Jen tells me, age factor, move on. I get a kick out of it, but yeah, I don't like to forget. Isn't that cute? Took, if you're watching, you did an amazing job with these fairies. I'm absolutely in love with them. And I know a couple people have already bought the kit, so I think that's really awesome. I hope that if you have it, that you'll craft along with me. I'll probably go slower than you. I've got so much on my plate, but I want to accomplish this and get this done. I have a lot of ideas for embellishments and things I want to do with the ephemera. And then the good thing is, when I'm finished with my book and any ephemera that I have left over, I can do other things, and I can go and reprint the whole kit again and do another book, or I can go and print just, you know, whatever pages I want to work on. It doesn't matter. So that's the good thing about buying the kits. I turned my autofocus off. I'm looking for a good video program to record with that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. That's one of my problems. I'm trying to get my room and my camera set up. I want to do more videos. I want to try to start doing a few lives and some more how-tos and tips. I have really enjoyed doing these, and I hope I haven't bored you with all the gluing. But I wanted to show, because I know some people don't get to watch the whole process of the books, or it's not something that's affordable. And I bought this kit. I am on Took's design team, but I just could not wait to get my hands on this kit. So it's beautiful, and I hope that I do it justice. I think those little fairies are just too cute. And just a couple more here. Now, I'll also be doing some other things. Push that over a little bit. I'll be doing some other things with the ephemera that I think you all will enjoy. See here, whenever I put this, I purposely wanted fairyland to show on this pocket. So I'm getting better as I go. And before I showed you this, so this was not probably just a happy little accident, but this is the piece from the SVG. See, it fits right in there. And then this was the piece from the page. And normally that is just scrap, you know, because I got what I wanted out of it. Well, not me. That's not scrap. It doesn't show the edge like the rest does. So I think that I'm going to figure something else out to do with this piece. So I just wanted to show you that, like I said, it's supposed to be like scrap, but I'm going to do something with it. So I'll try to point that out whenever I'm working on it, what I've done with that piece. Sorry. See how these turned out perfect for this pocket? Oh, I can't wait. I'm not going fast enough. I want to thank you all for watching and for bearing with me. Please come and join my group, JoJo's Jazzy Junk Journal and more. Jen and I have lots of things planned. As I've said before in another video, we're kind of going to go back to the bases. We're going to start trying to do things where we use what we have. Jen is an amazing teacher. She has taught me so much. I can't thank her enough for all that. But we're planning, her and Ashley and I are planning some swaps and challenges and other fun things that we can do in the group. If you have any suggestions or any ideas, please feel free to let me know. Either send me an email, which the link for my email address is down below. Please like and subscribe to my video. And like I said, please come over and join the group. Well, we're planning on having lots of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And remember to be kind to one another. Bye-bye.